I haven't done a video in a while, just thought I'd put this one together, about being a writer and the fact that it's such a solitary job. And what I mean by that, okay, you can have family and friends if you're a writer, and if you're working from home, you're constantly on the phone to clients and all that if you've got a normal job working from home, or if you've been doing it since the pandemic and the lockdown. I was just thinking to myself, I was typing away this morning, and I thought to myself, what a really solitary job I've got. Because you're locked away maybe in your room. I mean, I like to pop out to coffee shops and that kind of thing, which we can't do still in Wales. We're still waiting for the dates and all the way we can, I don't know, social distance in coffee houses. I suppose I could pop to the library. You've only got a certain time limit in any establishment until the full lockdown has been lifted. But I was just thinking generally, as a writer, I've been writing for years, and how solitary and singular writing is. You're in your room. You don't generally communicate or connect with people unless you're dealing with your publisher or your agent or something like that. It's just you, the author, and it's the piece you're writing, whether it be fiction or non-fiction, doesn't matter, children's, adults. It's just that you've got nobody really to ask advice off about the piece you're writing because it's all in your own head and you know how it's going to play out. Like I said, if you're working from home as an office worker or something like that, you may be constantly on the phone with clients and stuff, but with an author it's not. You're there, you're typing away, you may go for a cup of coffee, your family may be in the home with you, but mostly you're on your own. And it's scary to think something. I was there this morning typing away, I thought, wow, this job is a sole job. You're there doing your work. Yeah, you meet people later on if you go out somewhere, because I go out for a walk afterwards because to clear my head if I've done a couple of chapters or edited or first, second drafts, whatever I'm working on. But you're mostly there, you mostly got ideas, you're mostly walking around your study thinking about what else is going to pop into your head. I sometimes walk across my landing, which my study is one of my rooms, one of my old bedrooms, which we made into like a study studio. And it is, you're on your own, there's nobody around, you go for walks, and it's a solitary job. You could go on social media, but that's a kind of a no-no if you're in the middle of writing something and want to get it done. Because once you get derailed and you digress off into Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or even YouTube, that kind of thing, it's a bit of a nightmare because you know what it's like. You spiral out of control. You get into that conversation, you watch this blog, that blog, you pop that video on, till in the end, 2 hours have gone and you haven't done any writing. So, yeah. But generally, you're in your own little space, your own little world. You're creating the characters and the plot and the dialogue and the description and the flow and all that kind of thing. But you're there on your own, unless you're collaborating with somebody. I've never collaborated with another author to produce a book. I don't know, I mean, I assume that if you've got a book running with another author, that they are in their space, you're in your space, unless you work in the same office or something. It's all done through email, I would have thought, and the odd phone call, or maybe, I don't know, Zoom or FaceTime, that kind of thing. But I generally work by myself, and I've been doing it for years. I just thought today, wow, it is a lonely job. And it's going to be more lonely around the time of the COVID-19 virus and even lifting restrictions on the lockdown, because you can't take that piece of work anywhere after it's been published, if you're lucky enough to get it published, because you can't do a book tour, you can't take it to libraries, you can't do book talks in institutes and all that. So that may generally come back towards the end of this year, 2020, or maybe going into 2021, I don't know. I just thought I'd put this together and just tell you what it feels like actually to be an author. It's a sole job, and you've got to be prepared to work a lot on your own. And if you're not prepared for that, then I wouldn't take up the art of writing, or the art of writing something, because you are going to spend a lot of time by yourself. just thought I'd let you know my little thought as I put together for this video. Thank you very much for following me. If you want to, if this goes on YouTube, if you want to subscribe, drop a comment, it's entirely up to you. I'd like to hear from you and see what you think. If you saw on Facebook, if you want to drop a comment and let me know, that would be great too. Thank you for, I hope it's not too somber a video. Thank you for dropping by, and I'll talk soon. Bye now.